Willkommen beim Biber Putzefrau
und Mann Podcast.
Wir sind Isa
und Tilda und wir reden über Popkultur, aktuelle Themen
und alles, was uns sonst noch beschäftigt.
Viel Spaß bei dieser Episode.
We like tattoos, we have tattoos, and we love talking about tattoos. And we have already shared our perspective on tattoos, getting tattooed, everything about it. But we have no expertise. So today we have a special guest, Anna. So nice to see you.
Hi.
So you can talk about your experience too from the side of a tattoo artist.
Yes, I would love to.
We already talked about tattoos. Just a glimpse behind the curtains. It's still one of our most listened to episodes. Even though we didn't have video, but now it's even better because you can see tattooed people. So people like that. And also I knew someone who told me you're only allowed to talk about tattoos if you have a minimum of 20 of them.
Did they?
They did.
Okay.
They had like 25 and they were like, 20, you have to have 20. Then you're allowed to talk about it.
Kurzer Disclaimer, falls ihr euch denkt, wo bin ich denn hier gelandet, das ist doch der gar nicht Biber, Putze, Frau und Mann Podcast. Doch, das ist er. Nur heute reden wir auf Englisch. Ich hoffe, ihr versteht uns.
This is not some fuck-ass AI auto-translate feature. We really do. We talk in English today, yes.
Yeah, just so everyone knows, they're on the right podcast.
Yes, my German is very bad, so yeah.
Our English too. It's so funny because we both studied English at university, and this is like the moment you know you're not very good at a language if you study it so in depth that you know where you fuck up.
Yeah, I would say same because I study in a bilingual school, and my English is far from perfect too. So we'll see.
It just happens. It's okay.
Yeah.
Our listeners are German, so standard is not that high.
This is so funny because there are so many like memes on like TikTok and stuff about Germans who are like, oh, my German's not the yellow from the egg, not perfect, and then they talk in like perfect English, like with the really, really high level words and stuff like that. Yeah, Germans do be self-conscious. Yeah.
So first we have to get through the boring stuff, like who are you? Where can we find you to get tattooed by you? How did you start getting tattooing? Like get started as a tattoo artist?
Okay, who am I? That's a deep question.
So the next 5 hours.
Yeah.
Getting philosophic.
Philosophic, okay. So my name is Anna. I'm 30 years old and I am currently tattooing at Queen of Swords Tattoo here at Regensburg. But I am actually Brazilian and I've been living in Portugal for 7 years prior coming to Germany, so that's why I'm still learning German and adapting here. But I love the studio I'm working at. Everybody's amazing and the place is like really cool.
That's lovely. It's just it's all female artists, right?
Yes, it's all female artists that attracted me, and also the peaceful vibe we created there. I mean, they built it and I profit now because I can come and like they built this amazing space and they are so friendly. And every other customer I have, every client, they tell me, wow, it's so nice in here. I feel calm. I feel like I can relax. And that's really important to me. So that's why I chose this studio specific.
That's so cool because also the Queen of Swords studio, they try to be like a safe space or a very including space and stuff like that. And usually I see, it's so funny because usually I see tattoo studios who are like, oh yes, of course we are inclusive. We are a tattoo studio and so. But to really come out and say, no, we try to be a safe space. We try to be inclusive and we like set systems in place so that it can be a real safe place. I don't see many studios like that, which is not bashing other tattoo studios. Just like it's always, they always think, oh, just because we're an alternative subculture, it has to be a safe space. So but it's not always like that.
Yeah. And I think actually that's very true. It's not automatically a safe space just because it's an alternative space. Because I think all of us female tattooers have had at least one bad experience with being disregarded in the tattoo community, or clients that may have had bad experiences, or are just scared to go to a place and not be sure that they will be accepted, that they can openly be who they are. Like in my case, it was always important to find a place for me to work where I felt I could really be open and tell everybody who I am. I date women, and like I want to feel that this is not weird or a sensitive topic, that I can just be fully myself, and I want the clients to feel the same way when they come to me, whoever they are, and their preferences in life and how they identify with. So yeah, I so agree. It's important, and it's actually a brave move, because when you say I am inclusive, maybe you will push some clients away. But
sure.
you can't make everybody come to you. You have to find the right people that are meant to be your clients, and vice versa. Yeah.
It's so funny because like we have bi in our podcast name, like because we're both bisexual, and it just so happened that like every guest appearance we had was like it's so funny, not straight. I'm just saying like not straight. We did have one straight person here, but we always called her our token straight person, which is funny because she is trans, and she was like, so I was invited as a straight person, not as a trans person. And I'm like, I don't care, we need to hear from some straight people. And it's just because it's so funny, because with the tattoo studio, or just like with the podcast, you attract people who you identify with. It's so funny because it comes natural, you know?
Yes. Yeah, I would say with every form of self-expression, you will start to build your galaxy around you, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, especially art, because art, like the symbols you put into the world, people will get attracted to things that they deeply connect to. So it makes sense when I find people who are matching my energy, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And you also studied art, you told me the last time, I think. Do you think that was important for you as a tattoo artist, like as a starting point?
Yes, I think it was very important. Coming from, since my childhood, I always drew a lot, and I liked everything like artistic. So I wanted to be a singer, an actor, a dancer, writer, like
everything to express yourself
related to art. And I wasn't very good at some of those stuff. I just liked it. But I think it's so important we keep this joy and this, like, I like this, and even though I'm not good, I will continue, because that's how you develop something. And that's what I did with drawing, and that's what led me to art school. I actually did 2 art schools, one in Brazil and the second one in Portugal. But during the pandemic, I actually quit my second art school because it was just too much. But for tattooing, I think it was important, even though when I started tattooing, I felt like I had to relearn everything I already knew about painting and drawing. Just because I used to make very realistic portraits, and I was more of a painter than illustrator. But funny enough, I always wanted to be an illustrator. And through tattooing, I had to force myself to work with lines. Of course, you don't have to. You could start with realistic stuff, but that's not the usual route. And I was invested in learning it the proper way, if that makes sense. So in my head back then, okay, I should start with having perfect lines and having perfect shadings. So I thought maybe I should start with traditional style tattooing.
I see.
And then I started with that, and I had to learn how to think in drawings that had lines, because I was, before my brain thought like a painting. If that
That's
makes
so
any
interesting.
sense.
Yeah.
It's also so funny because I don't know if you've heard it like on social media, or maybe I think I sent you a video like this. It's always these things like people who don't know much stuff about tattooing, or like who have these tattoos where you just go into a shop and get a line tattooed. They are always like, but things in the real world don't have outlines. Outlines are stupid. This is a take. It's crazy how often I see this on social media under tattooist posts, like stuff like this, and I'm like, that's crazy. This is such a wild take to say, oh, a flower out there doesn't have an outline. Why do you have?
Because it's not about always like copying reality. We have camera machines. I'm not bashing realistic tattoos. I really like.
Yeah, sure.
I even did like paint realistic portraits. It's really fun, and it's a great idea, a great way to explore and learn about color and learn about representing the world. And if you're really passionate about that, I think it's beautiful. But to me personally, it was always more interesting when people had like a style and they could represent the world, but through their lens. So maybe a flower doesn't have this outline in real life, but through your eyes it does, because that's how you do it.
Yeah,
and
sure.
That's what feels special to me, and that's what lured me in the direction of having a style with more line work. Pretty much,
I think that's also so important to find a tattoo artist that you like, to find like the different styles and the ways of them seeing the world, as you say.
Yeah.
Because I was really drawn to your like flash, because it was like so, I don't know, whimsical and like round. I don't know if that makes sense. It was like so just like soft and I don't know, just very cute too. Yeah.
I love that you said it's round because to be honest, lately I've been trying to incorporate more angles because but it's so funny because I always been so attracted to round shapes, and when I would go to a museum, the art that really caught my eye was very rounded and looked soft and like clouds and like women and like you know what I mean?
Sure.
I like the curves of nature, swans, this sort of shapes. And so I am so attracted to it, and I like to draw that so much that now I'm making the conscious effort to incorporate more corners.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
But it's also like how style develops. Do you think like you I've always said you can do art and you can do like 1,000 times the same stuff you're always doing, and I think you will get better at like the technical aspects, but challenging yourself to do something out of your, I guess, comfort zone is how you develop a style. Do you think you have how should I say it, like a style that it's yours, or do you think you're still developing like what it means to have your kind of tattoos?
Yeah, I think about that a lot. So I think a style is something that will always be under construction in your life, because if you stop changing and you stop evolving, and then art is not fun anymore for you. At least that's how I see it. Everything I say here is just my opinion, just to be clear.
But that's something we also talked about, like we talked about our hobbies, for example, and we were also saying like you get better and you try different things and see like what your style is, how you want to paint things, or like how do you want to work with your hands and everything. Yeah.
But I will say one thing I wouldn't recommend to anyone who maybe wants to start tattooing, because I get this question usually by clients that want to start tattooing. How did you develop your style? And I think a style is a mix of things you like and are attracted to, the way your hands like to do certain shapes, and your limitations. So I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm trying to. But I think if you start too soon trying to find a style, you are limiting yourself, because first you need to explore and the style will come to you.
I see.
You can't ever stop exploring, because while you are exploring, you are discovering the style.
Yeah.
It will not come ready to you. Maybe to someone, they will wake up and like have a vision and this is the style. But for most of us, I think you will be exploring and finding things.
Yeah.
And that's what constitutes the style.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope that wasn't too cryptic.
Nah, it's so funny because in like German there's this like wer rastet, der rostet. I do have a proverb for everything, and it's like in English there's like this: the day I stop learning, or the day I stop like being interested in things, is this day I start dying.
Oh yeah,
and
I agree.
I think it's not only it's like in life, it's not only like with the style and tattooing, it's like personality development and stuff like that. It's always under construction.
Oh yeah, but like art definitely reflects life, so we can all put everything we say about it towards our life for sure. But I think my personal style started with traditional tattoos, so like that's why I have some Japanese inspired traditional tattoos and some old school tattoos, because they the beginning of the popularization, does that word exist, of tattoo in the Western culture was brought from Japan and from other cultures to start developing the old school sailor style.
Oh yeah,
we can just go in depth with this, but I don't really want to. But that's where it started to. And at least like in the contemporary times, of course it goes way more ancient than that. But I was attracted to traditional tattoos because I thought the simple style allowed me to make cool ideas, a lot of flash, and have how do you say, limitations, so I could just focus on the basics.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah.
And then, but I love detail. As I told you, I was always doing realistic portraits and stuff prior to tattooing. And I wanted to incorporate all these details. And then that brought me closer to neo-traditional style, because they will incorporate more detail but still have the lines. And then there is like the Art Deco, Art Nouveau movement inspiration. And also I was always attracted to fairy tales. I love all the whimsy stuff and nostalgia. And then it's
just everything comes together.
A mix of everything.
I see.
Yeah, but I think that's the beauty, that you also kind of have to start with the basics. You need to know like how to tattoo, and like what is also like possible with a tattoo needle. That's maybe not possible, like if you draw something, maybe that's possible with like drawing, but not in tattooing. Oh yeah, the limitations also make that kind of fun, because you have to relearn how to think a design that is made for the skin. Like I think nowadays you can do pretty much everything with tattoo needles, because we have improved so much in the technology and the materials. But skin has not developed. Skin is still skin. And so there's only so much you can do that will endure the test of time. Of course, not everybody is concerned with having a very solid tattoo for 40, 50, 80 years or whatever. But to some of us tattooers, it's still really important to consider. So I'm trying always to make a good medium between a really cool design, but that will last long enough on the skin, have enough space between the lines to not expand too much, and all the boring technical aspects of tattooing.
It's so funny because you said like the story of tattooing, like with sailors and stuff. It awakened a core memory in my brain, because I know my grandmother, or like my family used to say, I'm not the only one who's tattooed anymore, but because I'm the oldest son, I was for a long time. And it was always this like joke. It was like, only sailors and prisoners got tattoos. And this is so funny because one of my ex-partners, her first tattoos were like an anchor like a lying eight, you know, the infinity sign and and birds, I think, and a cross, I guess. And my mother was like, what, is she a sailor in the 1900s? What is it? What is happening? And this is so funny because some like motifs, some tattoos are like evergreens. You will find stuff like an anchor in 1,000 years. People will get anchors tattooed, I think.
It's true. Yeah.
This is like some things never change.
Yes, but if you think about it, some symbols are very iconic.
Oh yeah.
Like they will always mean something. An anchor is powerful if you think about it. Like it's something that keeps you grounded. Like why wouldn't people want to feel that?
Or you're a sailor.
Or you're a sailor.
Or you're from Hamburg and you just
are you waiting for a sailor?
Yes.
You want to attract them.
Yes. No, I just mean there's a reason why it stays current.
I think that's also the reason why things like the cross or like the, I don't know how it's in a rosarium, like a Rosenkranz. These are things like Christian symbols or stuff like that. People love to paint them on their walls for like 2,000 years, so of course they would paint them on their skin.
Yes, of course, they're very popular. So I would think people would love to have it on their body. And like the hearts, very classic. The swallows. Yeah. What else? Even the infinity symbol. It's not that much popular anymore, but people still get it. Yeah.
I think it was wildly popular, like 2010s.
I was gonna say, I think 2010s was like a big boom for like regular people to getting tattoos. Just like going away from that stereotype of like prisoners, criminals, whatever.
Sailors.
Sailors.
Yeah.
And also like a lot of women getting tattooed. And I have to say, I'm really happy that I couldn't get tattooed when I was that young. Because I would have definitely gotten that infinity sign and the swallows like flying out of the, how is it called? The dandelion.
Yes, I know.
That's so funny because I can totally see that though, because same.
And also, I think Miley Cyrus had like a big dream catcher like on the side of her ribs.
Yeah,
that was my dream.
Our dream catcher tattoos went crazy.
I'm
for some
so
years.
happy I didn't get that because that would have totally wouldn't have aged well.
It's also so funny because we should say we do have tattoos from you. It's not like we picked up a random tattoo artist from the street. I should have said that at the beginning. So like you. No, we do have tattoos. In the YouTube video, I will show mine. I can't because now the camera is like weird. I will make a very good photo of it and show it on YouTube. It's a very cute reading bumblebee. I love it. Still love it. And it's funny because I want to talk about, I think 25% of people are tattooed in Germany. Was like the last statistic I read. Maybe it's like a third. Maybe it's like 33% now. I don't know.
It's a lot.
Yeah, and it's crazy because you'd like, every fourth person, I guess. And it's also if you have like one small tattoo. But it's still crazy high because we have so many old people. Like the median age, is it median in English? I don't know. In Germany, is like average 40. Average, it's like 44, which is crazy.
I have some older clients.
Nice.
I wouldn't say 44 is old, but I mean older than me. So like, and I think they're my favorite clients. No, okay, they're not my favorite, but they are one of my favorite kind of client because they have mature ideas. They already know what they want. They usually waited so long to get it, and they are so excited. I had a few like first tattoos at 50.
That's so cute.
And,
that's cool.
Yeah, and like they just wanna go for it. They trust the artistic vision. They're very nice.
I can imagine that they have like a different perspective on it.
Yes,
because I guess young people are more like in a process of like and don't care that much maybe because now that it's so popular, I think a lot of people don't think that much about the ideas. Like I see it in us, but I also see it in like the kind of trash style.
Oh yeah.
That's like maybe less developed. Some would say. me.
It was crazy because when we were like 10 years younger, stick and poke was a giant thing, but not like. But there is a difference between stick and poke artists who do stick and poke because that's their quote unquote style, but they were like, oh, I got a needle and some ink. I do stick and poke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was crazy. Liked when we were like 20, I think. I know someone who has like 10 of these. It's crazy.
I did myself a stick and poke on myself though.
I have a couple clients that they show me, look, I did this when I was 15 in my bedroom. I'm like, oh my god.
My best worst tattoo story is my first tattoo was on my hand. So it was in German it's like Hinterhof tattoo. It was like a shady alley tattoo.
So that's what I mean with young people maybe don't think that much.
But I was like, okay, look, Tilda, you won't be any big like CEO or stuff, so you can get a hand tattoo as a first tattoo. Fuck it. Hindsight is 2020, but I don't regret it. Though I don't regret it.
Okay, I was the same as you.
Yeah,
that was my first tattoo on my neck.
I see.
And the guy, he said, "Are you sure?" And I said, I am going through art school. You have nothing to worry about. I won't have a proper job ever, probably. And he was like, yeah, okay. My mom, she said, okay for the tattoo because it was with my own money. I had my first job. I was like 18 or 19. And but when I told her it was going to be in my neck, she said, you will look like somebody who's in jail. And the classic stuff. I will never speak to you again. But she spoke to me the same day, so yeah. Then I just figured it would be fun just keeping that. Yeah.
This is so funny because in our tattoo episode, it was like the 9th episode, so rather way back. And I put a disclaimer because when I heard it, when I cut it, I was like, oh, we sound really rude to like some people, because we had a section where we talked about I don't know if you know the show like reality TV, Love Island or stuff. Where
I never watched it, but I know what it is.
And everyone is tattooed there, and it's so funny because it's always like the same tattoos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's always like, and
I can guess.
Yeah, and it's always like you sound like an asshole when you talk about it, but I think it's so funny that everyone has like the roses and the watches and the lions and stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say the lions,
probably. Is crazy, or the like playing cards, Ace of Spades or stuff like that in a rose. It's always roses.
Blue eye lion with a clock and a rose and like a bussel. I don't know how to say that in English. You know what I mean? Like to see the directions.
Oh, yeah.
It's a compass.
Compass, yeah. That's very popular too. And I would guess, not trying to be mean or anything, but if you said Love Island, so I thought dating shows, straight people, the guys, they like to look tough. And, and also I think...
what's tougher than time passing by?
No, I was gonna say, you just cut it if it sounds wrong, okay? Okay.
No problem. Because this is so funny because we were way meaner back when
I was so scared to be mean. But like, I think sometimes in normalcy or straight culture, you are too afraid to be seen as different, especially if you're a guy. So you will just copy the other guys. Because the other guys, they look straight enough, and the football player you are a fan of have the lion and the compass. So you don't want to stray too further from that. What if you pass the wrong impression to the girls that you're not manly enough or whatever?
That's such a good take. And it's like something similar that I said when we recorded the other episode, that I think you get tattooed something that like you want to represent, and if they want to represent like a player, a guy who gets to hook up with girls, like that's what they're getting tattooed, and like that's their style.
Yes, that's what they want to, the image they want to convey.
And it's so funny because I like on social media I often talk about like male culture, because it's funny, I am bisexual, but like I was socialized as a man, as a cis straight man, because last episode we or some episodes ago we talked about it's just like the norm. So every how should I say it? Every like, yeah. So every parents their child like, okay, he will be a straight man. Because the chances that he will be, the default. The chances that is the biggest chance.
Yeah.
And so I was raised there, and men love to be submissive to other men in a in a cultural sense. Like someone, just look at Andrew Tate and stuff. It's the big strong man. There's always a big strong man, and you follow them. And it's also, and this influences culture or stuff like tattoos or tattoo culture. So if the line is a big strong man tattoo and you want to be a big strong man, lion.
Okay, yeah, but now I'm gonna go and defend my straight clients, can I?
Of course.
So that happens to the women too, that they don't wanna look not delicate or feminine enough, the gender role and all the things, like she want the guy to not think she's too tattooed. They will concern about like having the lines too thick or the motive not feminine enough. That happens too.
Yeah.
But what I meant by defending the straight clients is that my straight clients, my brand of straight clients, they usually are more creative.
Yeah.
They want like they lean towards my nature theme tattoos, and they are usually people who think outside the box. They are not trying to fit so much the stereotype. Maybe because they're a little bit older, maybe because they were like cookie kids, which I love. Like my brother he was a cookie kid, and he's very straight, but he's weird as fuck. I love the weird kids.
Yeah.
I think I attract the weird people, and I love that. They want the fun, the whimsy, the weird, the strange, and the nature. And so maybe they will want a cute pet portrait, and they are more in touch with their feelings. I don't know, but at least my straight clients, they're very cool. I never had the lion and the compass, and like it has to be super fine line for the girls. Nothing against that, of course, if that's your vibe, you know. But I think it's interesting to talk about what's behind our preferences, right?
Oh yeah, we love that. We often talk about like how you grow up, or like in this culture, like shapes your perception of everything around you.
And I think it's also very important to talk about like, why do women think they have to get like fine lines and like not to be perceived too strong or too loud?
Yeah, that's I think about that a lot. I think always.
Do you think about that while you're designing your tattoos?
No, because for me it was never something I considered towards my tattoos. I always liked tattoos, and I always liked bold tattoos.
Yeah.
But I always knew from a very young age I wasn't interested in pleasing men, because I'm a lesbian. So I think for straight or bisexual women, it should be a different experience. Of course, I also felt the pressures of the patriarchy to adapt and to do a bunch of beauty-related stuff and body-related stuff. I felt all of that, but at least for tattoos, it was always different to me. I wanted the bold tattoos. I guess I wanted to look tough.
That's nice.
If I can admit it.
Yeah.
Some straight women, they want to embrace to look tougher, but in society in general, that's frowned upon.
Yeah.
Nobody really in our society praises tough women, or not tough, but who embraces.
It doesn't see it as feminine. Also,
Exactly.
It's like erasing the femininity from them,
which is kind of crazy, because as women we are pretty tough. Like we handle so much pain through life and so much hardship, so that's very feminine, actually, the bolder side of being a woman. I think everybody will have that duality in themselves, regardless of the gender, so it's a little bit silly, but
no, it's because also so funny, because if you're I love to throw around the word woke, because I just love it, because if you're woke, you can also like separate or if you think about it, you can separate the like bold lines from being feminine or not, because like my partner, she wants to be feminine, but she has very bold lines in her everything is black and bold and stuff. And it's so crazy because this dichotomy that you think, oh, bold and black tattoos, it's masculine, and fine line is feminine. If you think about it, it's stupid.
It is.
But because it's just like, it's ink on your skin. It's like an artwork on your skin and
agree.
Stuff like that.
It's art.
Yeah.
Art has no gender. Let's please not be too attached to that, because then you are limiting your possibilities of enjoying art.
Yeah.
If you are always trying to fit everything in a box of female, male, let's just be human and enjoy art and explore the things we can do with our bodies. Like, we can wear it. Our bodies, this stuff. I'm completely agree with you. Yeah.
But if I don't know if art is straight or male or female, then how I will get my rocks off doing it? It's crazy that like patriarch. We have studied to become teachers, and
we don't practice that.
Yeah, we were like, oh, maybe not. And I was at school one day, like for practice. It's called practicum. So you have to go to a school to like see how is the everyday work of a teacher and stuff like that while you study. And a teacher talked to me about my tattoo on my arm. It's, I don't know if you can see it. It's a naked woman, but like the nipples are like waves or stuff like that. And he was like, oh, you have to cover that if you're like classes 7, 8, 9, 10, I don't know, because the boys will be, they can't concentrate. And I'm like, bro, but it's on me. Like, I don't think that Peter will be, he can concentrate if I have a naked woman on my skin. That's crazy to say.
Yeah.
But I guess I can see a point, even though the point is very stupid. You know?
Yeah, I can see a point, but to me, like, maybe I will have a very, how do you say, unpopular take on that. But it's just that I don't think bodies are by default sexual. Like, if you enter a museum, it's not a pornography show. Everybody's naked.
Yeah,
I mean, we can argue that there are more women.
Churches.
We can argue that there are more like naked female bodies, but there are also like male bodies in art too. And I see it as a celebration of the human anatomy and stuff. But so I don't know what the problem would be. I think maybe we should be teaching kids that when they see a naked body, it's okay, don't panic. You don't need to panic, it's normal, you have one. Everybody has.
This is so funny. We talked about that like some episodes ago. Do you remember, like
about nakedness and like inherently sexual nature of it or not, and then like it's perceived as very sexual when anyone is naked.
Yeah, we are born naked. I obviously, I mean, we should be very careful about like predatory behavior towards kids, and we should protect them. I just wanted to say that because people maybe think I'm crazy, but it's just like the teaching the kids that naked bodies are natural, and maybe that will help for the future generation not to sexualize women all the time.
Especially that in Germany, like, naked culture is very big, like the FKK beaches and everything.
Has been.
Yeah, it was. It used to be,
I think it still is, but like with many such things, it's aging because people who practice it like are getting older, and a younger generation doesn't like pick it up.
They don't get the culture of it, I guess.
Yes.
Younger people, you say? Okay.
And it's so sad because it's so weird being like to say, oh, I'm proud to be a German. I'm not, but I always was like, oh, FKK in Germany, like this culture of non-sexualized naked bodies. This is something I was kind of proud of, like that you can see a body and not immediately be like ooga booga.
Yeah, like also the community showers, I guess, like at the Schwimmbad.
Like the public swimming places, you know.
Yeah, like all the women have one shower, everyone is naked in there, and you see different bodies and everything is just normal. You're just showering.
I like that.
Yeah, and at school, like, we all changed like in a big locker room, like, and then when I went to Ecuador, it was weird because I was just like getting into my sport clothes and I was just addressing, and everyone was like, no, we have like separate changing rooms, like everyone goes to the bathroom. It was not even that there was a separate room, but every girl went separately into a bathroom stall to get changed. And I was like, what?
Yes, I was gonna comment on that I am Brazilian. So in Brazil, it is like that. Like in Latin America in general, we are more like, you won't change in front of everybody. Everybody's like more, nudity is more seen as something that could be sexualized, or that you don't want people to see you naked because it's very private moments, etc. But I don't know where that came from, but since I was a kid, I was like, why though? But not like that I wanted to go out naked in public or anything, but I was just questioning, like, why is my body being sexualized? Because I was very much of a wild kid, so I wanted to play and I wanted to dig in the yard and just wear my undies, and suddenly I was 9 and everybody was like, now you have to wear a shirt, and I was like, but my brother doesn't have to. That's very, very unfair, and I'm against it. So I was that's just my personality, maybe reacting.
I like also putting on a bra when there is something growing.
Yeah,
it's like,
this stressed me
but
out.
It's still like, I can choose if I would wear a bra, and like maybe all the men shouldn't look at it.
Yes, or maybe if maybe if someone if you think that I'm unsafe in my own house, those people shouldn't be here. Maybe we should be treating the problem, addressing the root cause, and not just making the women not free anymore.
Exactly.
But maybe we're getting too off topic.
No, it's so funny because I want to say two things. First off, like tattoos and bodies, it's so inherently like intertwined. So it is how should I say it, a subject we should talk about. And also we have this thing like in this podcast where we're like searching for stuff you could. Like there are solutions to these things, but they require work and money, so they don't get done. It's like with the school system, or like you said, with the root cause, you would need to educate people. It costs money, time, and work, so don't do that. Just like you can suppress women for no money at all. Why don't we do that?
God!
And also like tattoos and bodies is like such an interesting thing, because you have things like, can a man tattoo a woman in some places, or vice versa, or how do you feel when getting tattooed? Or also like, can you show off your artwork on your body when it's like on or in places which are like a taboo, because like I have a tattoo that it's like from my neck a star and 2 wolves to my ass, and it's also like half of my ass cheeks. So it was like a big problem to show it like on Instagram for my tattoo artists or stuff like that. And it's so funny because she always like she noticed when she just like colors out the ass crack, that she can show it. It's so fun, because then it doesn't detect as like nudity, because it's just like a slab of flesh.
They can take down your post if you don't do it.
And it's so funny because this may be a bridge to our next topic. Social media and tattoos is such a big thing. I think we talked about in our tattoo episode, from like the consumer side of it, and like, as I said, showing it, because if I show off my tattoos, I can put my ass on the internet, even though I'm a man, but I can put my nipples on the internet, so yay. And also like, but for artists, it's a hell of another game, because you need it for advertising. I think like Instagram, TikTok, I don't know, LinkedIn. Yes. It's funny because I am recalling that one time my account got like, I don't know if it's restricted, and I had to appeal to. I don't know how to explain because I'm not that great with social media. I try to be, but I was in Paris and I posted a story. When I'm traveling, I like to just take random pictures and do stories. Yeah, I guess everybody kind of likes to do that. Yeah, it's fun. You have free time, and I love photography too. So, but I saw this how do you say, a store, like an art store. Gallery. It was a gallery. I was passing by the street, and there was this frame. Inside it was like a painting
wasn't even a picture. It was a painting of a man's butt with a little feather hanging from the butt. And I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
And kind of cool that somebody would paint in oil paint such a funny picture and realistic. So I took a picture and I put on my story. And then a couple days later, I found out that somebody reported the picture, and I was like, why?
That's crazy.
Have you never seen a butt? Don't you think it's funny? There's a feather in the butt. If it's not funny, why don't you just skip it? Why is it offensive that I found it funny? There are so many questions, but it's tricky because we have to take pictures of people's body. For me, it's very important that my clients are feeling safe and comfortable all the time, because I know sometimes women or even men can too not feel empowered to speak up in certain situations. So maybe you are already there and you're shy and you don't know how to say that you feel uncomfortable showing that much skin. And you don't want to be perceived as someone that is annoying or so many reasons. So I just offer people ways to cover themselves up, and some of them are like, why do you care so much? Like, I don't care. And I'm just like, I just want to make sure that you are very okay and comfortable. But then when it comes to the picture, for certain body areas, there's no way around it. I've seen it many times. Tattooers I like and follow saying that they had to delete all of their back pieces because there were butts showing or under boob, and maybe so it's full. I will say though, there is a difference between posting a tattoo, and there's a different topic that is some male tattooers, they put the clients in a very sexualized pose.
Oh yeah,
because that will create more likes and Instagram will promote it.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like annoying that they will report a normal picture, but a very sexualized picture will be heavily promoted by Instagram.
There are like automated systems in place, so sometimes you don't even have to have a person like report it, but it's like automated. That's crazy. And also like we had, I think it's like 3 years back, there was a scandal in the tattooing scene. It's often like also these sexualized poses. It's often like, how should I say it, like young male like street art. It's this subculture. It's nothing against street art, but this tattooing style of street art, and also this like cool young skating. It's a whole sub scene.
Yeah.
And also there was a scandal with someone. And my partner had a tattoo from him, like on her arm. And I won't say that, he always was fishy. Hindsight is 2020. No. He was like normal, I guess. Maybe it's crazy because like the allegations were underage girls and also white girls. My partner is not underage and Vietnamese. Okay. So in a crazy way, you can say this was good for her, which is a crazy thing to say, but
okay.
And it shows that sometimes when you tattoo someone, like it is a very vulnerable position to be in as a client.
Yes.
And then to be just like pressured into some pictures or stuff like that just for reach is a wild way to go on about like your job.
Yeah.
And I know some photographers are like this. This was always like the trope,
the
like
photographers, so
like
bad.
the sleazy photographers.
It's
this
so
was like
bad.
the trope.
Yeah.
But it sounds so crazy, but in every art form there are some people who use it to prey on others.
It's true.
Yeah.
Actually happened to me when I was younger. When I was 19, I did this photography class, and the teacher was very fond of me, and he asked me to take some pictures of me, and he pressured me to doing some pictures. I wasn't very comfortable. I had to call my cousins to come pick me up. Like, I'm not feeling really comfortable here. And when you're young, you are very susceptible to these type of situations, and I would never want any girl like getting her first tattoo and having the experience ruined. And then after you took some pictures you didn't really felt okay with taking, you didn't seem uncool, you didn't want to seem uncool.
Oh yeah.
And then you go home and you will always have that tattoo, or you have to get it laser. It's such a it's sad. It makes me sad to think about that. So yeah.
And then on the other hand, it's so nice that you and your whole studio tries to like reverse that and like make people feel extra comfortable and like really ask if this is really okay, and like if you can do anything to make them more comfortable, and that you also give the option to like not take any pictures.
Yes.
Even though that's like, you kind of need the picture.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Well, but it's their body in the end. And also, I think it's important to keep a balance between when you're painting a canvas, it's just a canvas. But if you are tattooing a person, it's a whole person. It's, you know, so I think of tattooing as a collaborative piece of art. I don't think of myself as the artist and the person as the canvas. I feel like we are doing collab, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's a very nice way to think about it, actually. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and also I think the cooler designs, sometimes people will suggest things that I wouldn't think of. That keeps the work alive. Yeah, I love doing my wanna-dos. I love doing them. But with the wanna-dos, it's different. I feel like for the wanna-dos, I feel it's special because I feel it's magical that someone looked at something that I designed that is so specific and they related to that. Yeah. How? It's so cool. Yeah. And then we will talk and we will always have a bunch of things in common, obviously. So, yeah. Yeah, I think we both chose one of your wanna-dos for our you
tattoos.
Did. Yeah. Thank you.
I think I can count on like one hand the tattoos where I was like, oh, I want this and this, because I am creative, but I love it. This ties back into social media, actually. It's like window shopping, kind of, when you have all these artists and all these styles, and it's like, because algorithms, it's hyper specific to your interests, so you find artists who are like resonating with you, and then it's easier to find like wanna-dos you want to have on your skin, and not be like, oh, I'll go to the next tattoo shop and be like, 7 clock lions, please.
Yeah. Oh, I think there's different kinds of clients. Some people, they want to have very custom, very personalized, and we will alter the design together many times. And when it's the case, I completely lean into it, and I treat it as a collab, like I said before. But I try to draw a lot of wanna-dos. One, because I really like to. I love drawing. I've always loved. So I'm having fun. But two, because I think some clients are more like you described yourself. They want a window shop. And they want to see what's the designs that are available. And it's maybe takes the pressure off getting tattooed for them, and I completely understand that, because I also love getting flash tattooed myself. So that's there's the two sides of tattooing. And often now you're making me think that I have to go home and draw more wanna-dos, but yeah.
That's so funny, because I told the story in our tattoo episode, but in German, so now I'm telling it in English again. I was getting tattooed in Prague once, and these were two tattooers. We had we were getting tattooed by one, and the other had another client, and the client was like, she wanted, so the tattooer, she had many wanna-dos. Her thing was like very symmetrical, architectural, or like impossible architecture, you know, like the stairs who just keep going, like such things. Like very great style. Personally, I was like, hell yeah. And she had a client who wanted a portrait, like a realistic portrait. And at first it's okay, like because the tattoo artist was like, yeah, I guess I can do it, but it's gonna be big and stuff like that. And the client was always like, no, small, like hyper realistic tattoo, like this size, you know, so it fits on an arm or stuff like that. The tattoo artist was like, she didn't outright say that it wasn't possible, but everyone in the room knew it wasn't possible, you know, because it was too small and too many details and stuff like that. And it was so heartbreaking because at the end, she got like this architectural tattoo, which was great. I loved the design, but you could taste the air that none of the people were really satisfied with it, and that's sad for everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that can happen.
Yeah. Did you have stuff like that? Not like, oh, I know I'm dissatisfied or the customer's dissatisfied, but like really both parties. You know, that you didn't come.
I don't think to the point that we got it done, because I think if we are not completely happy about the design, both of us, we will probably reschedule or I will refer them to another tattooer. So for example, if you want a micro realistic portrait in color, maybe I'm not the person. I am open to new things. I like to do tattoos that are not necessarily on my style sometimes. But there are things that are too specific and that I know you will be happier getting it done by somebody else. Yeah. So I try to do that, and also I feel I have so many cool tattoo artist friends, and we can trade clients.
Cool, yeah, because you know who can do something the best.
Exactly.
And if you're maybe not the person for this super tiny portrait, you can just refer to someone else who will do it. Maybe.
Exactly, and then the client will be happy, and the tattooer will be happy too. But yeah, it always is a collab to try and. Because there are some clients, I worked for, I think, 4 to 5 years at walking tattoo shop, which is very different kind of work. You will get all kinds of people, and I learned so much from that experience. And some people, there are some people, even my now private clients that won't come through a shop, they will contact me directly. Some people, they just want to put 10 ideas in one tattoo. And then you will have to help them see that this could be 5 tattoos or this could be 3 tattoos. And in this tattoo you have to kind of guide the client, but at the same time allow the client to express what they want to you. So you can't be too pushy, but you cannot be too let's do 100 ideas in a tiny space. Because then in the end they will be disappointed. They will say, oh, I thought you were the professional, you were supposed to tell me that this wasn't doable, that this is not gonna work so great. So there's always that side too.
I think that's why it's so important to be an artist that takes the job like seriously and doesn't just do it like, I don't know, like a to-do list, you know, like other clients wants like 5 things in one. Okay, I'm just gonna do it, and the person's gonna be gone, and I'm done with my job, you know.
It's so funny because there is this discussion around an author on social media. Like, she became an author because she was like an influencer, and the discussion was, oh, she wants to be an author, but she doesn't want to be a writer. So she wants to have the accolades and to say, oh, I'm a published author, but she doesn't want to not even put the work in. She wants to write, but she doesn't want to like take criticism and to change her writings and stuff like that. But she wants to be an author, and I think it's with every art profession. There are people who want to be photographers but don't want to really, you know what I mean? And I think with tattoo artists, there are some people who are like, oh yeah, I'm a tattoo artist, and then do it like going through the motions. I think it's in English, you know, like you said, just do everything that people ask you to do without really creative input is maybe what I
I think going back to your previous question, but tying up with what you just said, that I had some situations in which the client was so pushy that I don't care that it's gonna look bad. I want it like that, blah blah blah. That in the end I caved. So I was like,
I see.
listen, you are informed. You know it's not gonna look great in 10 years or so. It's your body. I'm gonna do it if you really want. Sign here. Usually when you say sign here, they will be, oh no, I trust you. I'm just kidding. It's a joke. But yeah, it has happened, not to the extreme point. If you would look like completely a mess, I wouldn't do it. But
Sure.
I have done, like, for example, sometimes, that's an unpopular opinion, but sometimes people will want a very thin script on the ribs. And the ribs, it's a very stretchy kind of skin, precisely because we need it to move. So different parts of the body has different kinds of skin and different behaviors of the skin and the ink and healing. So what happens here a lot is that the lines will open and spread like crazy. So I have friends that have script tattoos on the ribs from 10 years ago, and you can't read it anymore. Not done by me, but they have it. Like, I've seen it in real life. So when people want really thin script here, I will usually inform them. I will say, listen, I'm gonna do it, but maybe we should go bigger. Because I've seen how it heals. So if they say, I don't care if it's not readable in 10 years, I just want it now.
Okay.
It has happened that I was like, yeah, okay then.
I knew someone who has like script like right there, like on the ribs. Actually, it's a kind of a favorite spot for many people for something written. But it was like thick lines and kind of big.
It should be big.
Yeah. So I think, hot take, maybe this will heal great. Also this will look great in 10 years.
Maybe
20 years, like
if
readable.
It's big, it can heal well.
Yeah, but I was in a room while getting tattooed, while another artist had like exactly this discussion about like a fine line, just one fine line word.
Yeah.
And he was like, look, I can do it, but you're 18 now, and then like you're 30, and 30 isn't old like at all, and it will already be like gone. So he was like, oh, you can't
like
see
faded
it.
so much.
Faded so much.
Yeah. I don't want to upset fine line artists, because like if you feel if you can do it and if you can make it work on that spot, all the respect to you. But in my experience, that's just what I've seen, and I wouldn't feel so confident to do that tiny very fine line in this area. So I don't want to like, because maybe some people have their own technique that they've seen and proved, but I haven't seen it yet.
I see.
So I'm just trying to be open-minded. Yeah.
It's so funny because I knew like I saw an influencer, like it was like 7-8 years ago, I think, and she got a very fine line tattoo by a tattoo studio. It's also in LA. It's in, I think, Hamburg. Stuff like that, and they only do like fine line, and it was like a clothing hanger, Kleiderbügel, clothing hanger, cloth hanger in English, I don't know, like on her wrist.
Oh yeah.
So like a 10-minute tattoo. She said it was like 10 minutes. Cost 600 euros, because it was also very fine. It faded very quickly, actually, like in 5 years, and it was wonky, which is the craziest stuff about it.
Okay, the wonky part is not.
And
the fading is normal, but the wonky part is the tattooer fault.
And it was crazy because then, like years down the line, stuff came out about the studio, and it was like very marketed toward influencers and stuff, especially young female influencers. So very like many fine line artists and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is predatory business tactics. Like this is crazy to hyper focus on, because you say, oh, they have money, I overcharge like crazy.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
That's not cool. Yeah. That's not cool.
And I was like, this is, and everyone was like, oh, but maybe too pricey. And she was like, no.
Yeah, and it makes other people believe that that's normal.
Yeah.
Like that you have to pay that much for a shitty tattoo in the end. I mean, if it's wonky, like it's a bad job, kind of.
Yeah.
No. I mean, some spots are like difficult to tattoo, I guess. But
sure.
you should.
Yeah. I mean, we're not the printers, so maybe mistakes can happen. But I feel I'm not completely against the fine lines. I love fine lines because my style incorporates them to do fine detail. Yeah. And I admire people who can make fine lines with precision, as long as they are being honest with the clients and they talk about the touch-ups that will be necessary. Exactly, and they inform the clients on how to take care of the fine line tattoos, and that they adjust the client's expectations to.
Oh, yeah.
I had this client, she wanted very fine script, exactly the same as a picture she showed me. And I told her, we can do very, very fine, but it will be fading soon. If I do it like that, you will need touch up. I would advise to do fine, but slightly more solid. It's hard to explain without seeing picture, but
I can get it. I can guess,
She ended up contacting me and saying, hey, I think I want to go like more solid, like you said, because it's already looking faded. And I said, because when you show me a picture, it's a freshly done tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
So I have to adjust your expectations, because the tattoo you show me if you saw it today on the person who got it done, it already looks different. Which is normal. I think when you have many tattoos, you start to embrace the imperfections more, and because it's skin, not paper. But if you are into the really, really fine lines and you want everything meticulously perfect, you gotta adjust your expectations to the maintenance, like touch-ups. I think everything is possible with honesty and clear communication.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, sure. But it's so funny because some people just don't listen. We both work at a bar, hospitality service industry, like that in English, and we're bartenders. And I mean, people are drunk. That's another story. But you tell them stuff like, "Hey, I can you want beer so bad, I can sell it to you, but like we're closing in 5 minutes, so you need to take the bottle and then like go." People are like,
because you can take it with you, you know? The glass you have to leave with us.
Okay.
And then they're like, no, give me a glass. I can drink a beer in 5 minutes.
A beer in 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
And they never can. And then they have like their full beer, and you're like, okay, we're closing. Like we give you like 10 minutes, but then you have to go, and the beer is still full, and you're like, fuck, now I have to I have to be the bad guy, because I try to manage your expectations like with a little kid, and you just shit on it. And it's crazy because you can't really compare it, because people are A, drunk, and B, don't have beer forever on their body. But I think it's crazy that some people are so like resistant to managing their expectations and stuff.
Because social media has lied to them. They will be seeing, why can they have it and I can't? Like
this hyper realistic fine lion tattoo on like the finger. I don't know, have you seen that? I don't know, some celebrity got it like, I don't know, 5 years ago or something, and now it's like all just a blurry mess. You can't see any detail. And it's like, we all told you that's gonna happen.
But if someone will see the picture of it freshly done, they are like,
exactly,
Rihanna got it, why can't you do it for me? I want to pay. And how can I prove it to you that if Rihanna did it? I'm just throwing a random celebrity like...
No, she has hand tattoos, so it's a very good example.
Yes, I know. I have had the hand tattoos of Rihanna shown to me so many times. And it looks really cool. And I'm not against, I have hand tattoos, but... the cool thing about being tattooed and being a tattooer is that I will be showing people stuff. I'm like, see, this has been touched up 5 times. And I chose to have it, but you gotta know. So,
yeah, sure.
Maybe some tattooers, if you are unlucky, you will cross your path with someone that won't be honest. But I think... at least my friends and the tattooers I know try to inform the client as much as they can, because it's super important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now we're getting to my favorite topic ever.
And I was scared we're not gonna get to it.
Because, as you said, like social media and expectations, and because people see it, I always my hatred for AI, in German KI, is burning with the intensity of 1,000 suns, and I can't shut up about it ever. It's it's really crazy. I don't know why, but this just has happened. Now I'm rolling with it. And I see so many, it's crazy. I see like not AI tattoos. I do see AI tattoos, not on my feet, but like in compilations and stuff. But I see AI touched up stuff, which is far, far, far more, how should I say it, dangerous. Because it sounds so stupid. When you post a picture of a tattoo you did as a tattoo artist and you touch it up like with, I don't know, Photoshop or stuff like that, usually you have to have a skill in Photoshop to touch it up. But now with AI, everyone can touch up their look. And it's also, just like Isa said, when they can have it, why can't I? You know, just like you said. And it's managing expectations, but it's going downhill fast.
The AI. Okay. Well, that's such a dense topic. There's so much we can talk about. Okay. I think with AI, what I noticed so far in my experience.
Now, I was just like, AI is a thing. I rant every episode about it, so we have an extensive catalog of my rants about AI.
Okay.
And we've gone from, like, you know, the chatbot and stuff to videos and pictures. And I think people who love AI told me, and now you can differentiate it, like AI music and real music, you can differentiate it, but in 2 years you won't, and then I got you. And I was like, what a weird thing to say.
Yeah. Oh my God. What I have to say about that is that a very, very cliche phrase is that the journey is the destination, and that we are living in a very result focused time.
Yeah, sure.
That's so right.
Maybe it was always like that, but I feel it's intense now that people listen. I would love AI to do my dishes or do whatever things I don't want to do.
That's what I need robots for.
I actually want to draw the design.
Yeah.
And do the tattoo, because if you take that off, I don't have my job anymore, and I love my job. But I think my take is that people are forgetting to enjoy the process, and the process is not easy. So in the beginning you will make a lot of mistakes. In the beginning you will be bad at it for a long time, and if you don't keep being bad at it, you will never get good at it. But now you can just tell AI, okay, do this and that. But then you lose everything that we talked about the building your style and learning through doing it. Like, you have to be good at baking cakes, you gotta bake the cakes, you know, you gotta burn some cakes.
Exactly.
And what's the fun in not ever burning a cake? Because from the mistakes that happen, you will make new memories, you will learn new paths, you will have to recalculate your route, and maybe you will have a funny story and with your friends. I don't know, maybe I'm being too philosophical about it, but that's what I've been thinking about AI. I don't know if I have a set opinion yet, because I don't want to be a person that says like, oh, technology is bad, we should go back to the woods and live. Maybe sometimes I want to do that, but I want to stay open-minded. We can talk about the environmental harm. We can talk about so many things I am against and that I don't want to agree, that I think that are really bad concerning AI. But for now, I think art related, like for the art topic, my take is that I'm afraid that it will happen like you know, when everybody started to having the same face, the celebrities,
Oh my god, yeah.
with the injections. I don't want that to happen to art.
Yeah. Or
Everybody
like
will have the same art, like
yeah.
because I read that the AI will make sort of like an average of what
Yes.
you like as an image, for
Yeah.
example. And but art is not supposed to please as many people as possible. That's what social media also wants you to do.
Yeah.
They want you to please as many people as possible, like work for the algorithm, thinking about going viral or whatever, and that takes away your point of view, who you are, the discussions, takes away the art of the art.
No, sure.
Yeah.
I think art is inherently human.
Yeah.
I think, and
Yeah, and also as you said, like the exchange between the artist and the client, like the client has maybe an idea and can't draw it themselves. That's what you're for, to have that exchange and like turn it into a tattoo. But if the client is like talking to AI, because I got an ad for that, like, hey, do you want to have your sketch like made by AI?
Oh, really?
That's crazy.
Yeah, just type in like your idea. We make the idea for you and you bring it to the artist. And it's like, okay, so the artist is like a printer. Just like,
yeah, like you said,
here's
that's
the thing I want to get done and you do it.
I have received many references from AI lately.
Yeah.
crazy.
Like we make a reference for you, you just bring it to your artist and that's it.
Yeah.
And I think it takes out so much of the creativity and just ruins the progress and the process. Like that's important for a tattoo.
It's so funny because I've seen on TikTok like people designed tattoos on TikTok. It was like, you know, the slideshows. It was like these 10 anime tattoos, and then you can get like the design from their website, like a Patreon, and they sold it, so you can go to your artist and get this tattooed like for $5 or stuff. So you pay like the designer $5 and then go to a tattoo artist, and that was like, okay, I guess it's like, but now AI is doing these, so you can churn out like 100 designs a day on social media, and it's crazy. And also it's so funny that you said that it's like averaging art, because there was a time when everyone was like generating these fuck-ass studio. I'm in Studio Ghibli style, and this poisoned AI so much. It was funny because this poisoned AI so much because the style was very, very warm, very saturated.
Very yellow.
Very yellow.
Now
So
all cartoons look like that.
Yeah, so every picture was like piss colored. It was
yeah.
It was crazy.
And it's ugly. It's ugly.
Yeah, of
it's
course.
So ugly.
Yeah.
I just wanted to mention that it's really ugly. But
that's the thing. Like if oh, no, it's raining.
Yeah.
Like if you can create something that's at least good looking, but fuck me, it's ugly. Or if it's music, it's like it sounds shitty. What the fuck?
Yes.
It's so funny because I don't know when it happened, but on TikTok I always get like fuck ass AI songs, because it's crazy because
we know how you get them. You listen to them.
Yeah, probably.
It's like a train wreck, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's so funny, because it's not like I get like an announcement like this is my new song with a static picture and then the song. It's always like these social media marketing stuff. It's not marketing, but people lip syncing to it. And the thing is, these are like, it's so crazy. These are like fuck ass Viking ass songs, you know, like the strong, I have a deep voice and stuff like that. And then there are people like, you know, men who are like, yeah, I'm a Viking, I'm so cool. And I'm always like, what is happening? And I can't swipe away because I have to look at it. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like an addiction, you know what I mean?
Yes, I know.
I know that it's bad for me, but I have to look at it.
You have to look. I think in this way, maybe I am, it's a blessing in disguise for me that I don't know how to explain that, but I am a little bit afraid of AI content, literally. So,
like
Uncanny Valley, effect.
Yeah.
I when I see some things done by AI, I get so much this feeling of weirdness that I don't want to look at it, and I skip because it makes me kind of scared.
Yeah.
So like the fruit soap operas, I'm terrified of them because they keep changing and morphing. And I'm like, ooh, go away.
Yeah.
I talked so much about Fruit Love Island because I hate this.
Yeah.
But that's the tricky part, because when humans start to like lip sync to like AI songs or stuff, it's like it's getting into the territory of normalizing it. It's like a weird way to put it, but it's like, oh, it's a human, and then people in the comments are like, oh, it may be AI, but it's a good song, you know.
And I think that's also the problem with AI, like being the reference for tattoo, because they're saying it like as if the client is really making the tattoo with AI. Not that the AI is making the tattoo, you know. It's like, it's your design, you're choosing it, you're putting in the prompt, it's your idea, but at the end it's just AI, you know.
Yeah, let's talk about that, because I've received some reference pictures from AI. In these particular cases, it was okay because they didn't know how to tell me or show me what they wanted, but they were completely open with me, completely like redesigning.
Okay.
So, for example, a girl, she showed me an AI picture of a bird, and I understood the idea, and I said, okay, AI did it completely wrong. I'm gonna redo it. Are you open? And she said, yeah. And then I did completely another thing. Created it from the beginning, and she loved it way more than the AI drawing. So, but I think maybe we can think about why people prefer to ask the AI to make the sketch. I never had the client that wanted to get the tool exactly an AI picture, but maybe these people exist, and that's why it's being pushed, like marketed. And I think we have to really think about why we don't want to talk to other humans anymore. Like, I know communicating, having relationships is hard, but it's fundamental parts of human experience. You cannot skip it completely and just have the you can. The problem is that now you actually can.
Sure.
But it's not good for you, to be honest. Like, let's have the difficult conversations. Let's talk to the artist. Let's embrace.
Let's draw a shitty reference by yourself.
And
see what happens.
Maybe let's face that maybe I'll be disappointed with the first sketch from my tattooer. That's fine. And maybe we do another one. And a very much cooler one, but that wouldn't have happened if we haven't had this misunderstanding in the beginning. And I understand that people, sometimes they don't want to go through that. Maybe they're too shy. Maybe during COVID or lockdown, we got too much in our bubble and we don't want to interact that much anymore.
But I think it's important that you say that you can go like back and forth with your tattoo artist. Yeah. Because I feel like sometimes we are scared to say things that we don't like about the design and be like, oh, could you change it maybe if it's okay?
Oh, yeah.
You know?
I don't know. I think probably because you guys did wanna do, so you didn't have this experience with me. But when I send an email to a client that wants a custom tattoo, what I say is that we will... I will only book 1 or 2 clients per day, depending on how big the project. And I will have unlimited time to change the drawing together. So like this, we can go back and forth many times. So I show you the first sketch, very like still not finished. So you can tell me without feeling so guilty what we can change. We will change until you're happy. So as I've done that many times, I'm able to do that in 1 hour-ish.
I see, yeah.
But sometimes it can take 2, sometimes it can take 3. We figure it out without me having a next client immediately. So, but even if I did, because everybody works in a different pace and maybe prefer to have more than 1 or 2 a day, we could just reschedule. And this appointment was just to draw together. And because it's really important to me that the client is there, that we can try placements, that they don't feel pressure. in any moment to just get it tattooed the way I did it. No, I never want that.
Yeah.
But everybody works so different. I think you, as a tattoo artist, have to figure out what works for you and your clients the best. But to me, at least, it's very important that we do go back and forth. Sometimes I will show a design and the person will be like, wow, you read my mind, and cry and be like emotional, like I'm so happy.
That's cute, yeah.
That has happened. But it has happened also that a client looked at the design and was like, that's not what I wanted at all. And I'm like, talk. And then we dropped the iPad and we talked for an hour, and she told me about her son and what her son represented to her, and I was like, okay, and what does your son like, blah blah blah, and we created this whole illustration together in like 1.5 hours and got it tattooed the same day. So but it's so, to me, I enjoy. To me it's fun. I like what I do. For some people, it can be a nerve wracking. I understand. But I try to make my best so that they feel comfortable with me.
But it's also a very like adult or very grown-up way to look at it, because some people, it doesn't like only artists, but also other people, they like pull their self-worth out of the things they do, which is I get. But then when you get like criticized, you can't really answer like professionally. You also like the criticism is also like an attack on your self-worth. It's stuff, like I said, we study to become teachers. You see that a lot in like children, but also even more in adults who didn't worked with their issues, I guess. You know what I mean, Isa. You exactly know what I mean.
Like if you, for example, do the sketch and the other person is like, oh no, this is not what I wanted, and you would be like, well, this is what we're doing now. Because I drew it and I'm the artist and I know my shit and you don't.
Crazy.
You know?
That's crazy.
Or reacting like, then what do you want? Like putting it on them so that they, like, you didn't do anything wrong. They did because the explanation was shit. You know, something like protecting your own.
Just like being very like ego. And,
and defensive.
Thank you.
So I have an answer to that. I think you asked me about art school, if it was important to me. And I think, in this sense it was, because art school, they will rip you apart. They will look at your drawing and say, that looks like shit. What are you thinking? My teachers were like brutal.
I've heard that from art school,
They were like, you don't need to keep those ugly drafts. This is the first 100 drafts you do, you will just throw in the trash. Maybe give to your mom. She's the only one who will appreciate that craft.
That's crazy. I see.
So I don't have any ego anymore. My teachers killed it, and it was good for me. And some of my colleagues would be a little bit more sensitive about that, and I completely understand, because some of the criticism you got it, was really harsh. But in my case, I loved the harsh teachers, because I was like, yes, give it to me, be very honest, I want to be great, help me. I'm here to be helped, and I want to learn, and I'm very passionate about this. So when I am with a client, I want to be humble, because I don't know everything. Nobody does. Sure. So if the client says, oh, I think this would look better center, and I say, you are right. I so agree with you. Or maybe I will say, you see, it's centered now, but this takes off the balance on the other side. Maybe we add something, and they will be, oh yeah, you are right. Now we're collaborating, and now we are having a relationship, and now we are making art together.
I see.
If everybody's guarded and putting the ego first, you will be having a shitty day. And I try to think I want to have a nice day every day.
That's a nice thought.
But there you are very wrong, because we are Germans and we not. And
I was gonna be like, oh, we can end it on such a good note now.
Okay, sorry.
Till they're ruining it all.
Because it's so funny, because I know that social media is not real life, but even though in real life some people want to have a bad day. Also,
Oh yeah, some people will want.
You
Sometimes
know-
I do.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know exactly what I mean. Yeah, some people are just like looking for a fight. It's like auf Krawall aus sein in German. They are just like out there and are like, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's easier to be negative. Yeah, I think having a good day
It's hard.
is more work. Like you have to put your ego back. You have to think about yourself and what mistakes you can make, and then maybe change something and let other people also be in the right. You know?
Yeah, you gotta really think about like long term. So like, do you prefer to be an asshole to the client and just have it all your way and feel like you won the imaginary dispute you made up in your mind, and go home and be angry and frustrated? Or do you prefer to like just accept that you're not perfect and nobody is, and have a nice and chill day together and do a cool tattoo, everybody goes home happy? Maybe if you want to have the shitty day, you can, but don't do that to your client. They are not forced to have the shitty day with you. Maybe have your off day as a shitty day. Like wake up and say, I fucking hate everybody and I'm not going to do anything today. I'm not going to brush my teeth. I'm not going to eat. No, I'm just kidding.
Brush your teeth.
Take care of yourself. don't fall into depression.
Have you tried?
Just for a day.
It's so funny. I'm always doing the joke like, I'm always winning arguments. I'm never losing. I'm still a virgin because I never lose anything.
Yeah, maybe you can tell us how to best contact you, for example.
Oh, okay. So if you go on my Instagram page and you click on the link I have in my bio, you'll be redirected to my website. And on my website, you have several buttons that say inquire. And you can just fill in the simple form, because you will have all the necessary questions I need to get back to you. And then when I get back to you, you can send me a lot of reference pictures, and we'll keep chatting more. You could also just send me an email. You will have my email on Instagram too. But I highly advise the form because it's easier for you and for me. Also, you can DM me, but the form is very practical. I highly recommend it. You just go to on my website and you will find it to fill it in.
I think because our listeners are mostly Germans, they love filling out forms. It's in our blood, you know.
Like that about you guys.
So if you're in Bavaria, especially like Munich, Regensburg, where we are, come and get a tattoo. We will, of course, link your accounts everywhere and stuff.
And we can both say it was a very pleasurable experience to get tattooed by you. Like I felt very comfortable, and like we changed the stencil placement like 3 times, and it was like it was easy to like change things with you.
Oh, I didn't even remember that. But see, it doesn't matter to us. The only thing that matters is, and that I remember, is that you were happy and that I loved doing my wanna do. So
and also the most important thing, they do look very good, and this is what it's all about, baby.
Thank you.
Follow us on every social media platform you own and have an account on. Follow Anna on every account. Get a tattoo. Be nice. Have a good day. Don't be rude to your tattoo artist. Don't use AI to make a design, like a ended design, because it will look piss-colored yellow.
Probably. Yeah, probably.
And yeah, that's it. Until next time. It was very nice having you here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you
for inviting me. I loved coming here.
And next time, maybe we will still talk in English. I don't think so, but maybe maybe this is our bit now. Yeah.
I'm sorry
We're
about my
international
broken
now.
English.
No, it was very good. I thought about like that I will have like proverbs I will put in English. Like I only understand railway station. something like that. Or my English is not the yellow from the egg.
Perfect.
It's so funny putting that in English because it doesn't make sense. But for German people, it makes very much sense that something is not the yellow from the egg.
It's perfect.
To me, it makes sense.
Nice. Very good. Then, until next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Vielen Dank fürs Zuhören oder Zuschauen.
Folgt uns auf Social Media, wir sind überall vertreten.
Und sonst liked, subscribed, bewertet unseren Podcast auf eurer Lieblingspodcast-Plattform. Das würde uns und dem Algorithmus furchtbar viel helfen und wir wären euch unendlich dankbar dafür. Und sonst bis nächste Woche.
Bis dann.